Hello, Shivay here from the Pieces DevRel team. I'm here today to show you all about our newly launched and completely open source Neovim plugin. If you don't know about Pieces, it is a suite of on-device AI-enabled productivity tools for developers. And the Pieces for Neovim plugin is a great way to integrate Pieces' many time-saving and code management features right inside of the Neovim plugin. So first, I'm going to be showing you how you can install the plugin. And then after installation, we'll dive deeper into the main features, such as the ability to chat with Pieces Copilot, followed by a tried and true snippet management functionality to help you stay organized and speed up your workflow. So let's get started. So right now I'm on the main landing page for our plugin. So I'll go to our docs, which has the instructions on how you can set up the plugin. So do ensure that you do have Pieces OS running and you also have installed Neovim. Now, if you're on Mac, you can just run the command brew install Neovim. Or of course, if you are on other types of platforms like Mac, Windows, or Linux, you can go into the official GitHub repository for Neovim and go to the release section and download the binary for your respective operating system. Now, once you have done that, also to ensure that you have Python installed and you specifically run this command pip install pynvim, because this is a dependency required for plugins for Neovim that are created with the help of Python. So ensure that you have this installed, because the Neovim plugin that has been created for Pieces is written in Python and Lua. Now, in order to proceed further, also do ensure that you have at least one of the Neovim package managers installed. So there are different types of package managers available for Neovim. In this demo, we'll be showing you how you can install the Vim plug, which is one of the most widely used package managers for Neovim. So just copy this shell command and we should be ready. Now, what we'll go ahead and do is that we also have to create a new configuration file if you haven't done that initially. Now you can actually do that either by creating a init.vim file, or if you're using Lua, you can also create an init.lua file. So if you're following the init.vim, so I'll just copy these two commands and this will allow me to go ahead and actually create my configuration file. If you're using Lua, then you can follow the command that has been listed for Lua. Now, of course, let's move to the official steps for installing the Pieces Neovim plugin. Now let's go ahead and actually open up our init.vim configuration file, or if you're using Lua, it will be init.lua, and we will add the following lines. So we'll open it directly inside of Neovim. So let's copy and run this. And now in order to actually paste anything inside of a file in Neovim, you have to go into the insert mode. So we'll press I to go into the insert mode and we'll copy all of these particular lines. So these lines showcase all of the plugins that need to be installed in order to successfully run this Pieces plugin. And let's go ahead and now save it by pressing escape and then pressing WQ in order to save and exit Neovim, because we need to restart Neovim. Now again, we will use nvim to go inside of Neovim, and then we'll now press escape and we'll run the command plug install in order to install all of these dependencies inside of Neovim. Now this will allow us to install all of these predefined plugins. Now, of course, once the installation has been completed, we will first close our Neovim again. So just use QA. And now we can actually go ahead and open up our init configuration file again in order to set our Pieces configuration. So let's say that if you are leveraging some sort of a remote host, then you can add the host. Of course, in case you're using Mac and Windows, you'll have localhost 1000. In case you're using Linux, it will be 5323. So let's again use the insert mode, copy over this configuration file, and we will add this after. Let's add it over here. So after this line, so we'll just press enter and add these lines. And then again, just press WQ in order to go ahead and save this particular configuration file. And now we will again just open Neovim again, and we will run this command update remote plugins. So let's go ahead and do that. So this should update, and now we should technically be ready to start using our Neovim plugin. So again, I will exit real quick and open up Neovim again. So let's open NVim, and now we should see a list of different pieces commands. So if I just see, you can see that we have pieces account, pieces connect cloud, pieces conversations, pieces copilot. So these are for copilot conversations. Then we have pieces create snippet and pieces snippets that will allow you to create and save snippets. But for now, we can just check the Pieces OS version. So you can see that the current version of Pieces OS, and just to see whether what's the health like. So you can see that I am successfully able to actually connect to Pieces. Now let's look at some of the more specialized functionality inside of the Neovim plugin, such as being able to interact with Pieces Copilot. For that, you can run the command Pieces Copilot, and that will open up the chat window where you'll see at the top you have the Pieces Copilot chat window, and then at the bottom we have the input window where you can actually go ahead and ask a question. So in order to do that, just press I to go into the insert mode, and then you can ask your questions such as what is Python, and now in order to execute this, press escape and press enter, and now you'll see the user and the response generated from the LLM inside of the Pieces chat window. Now in order to see your previous conversations, you can do Pieces conversations, and this will show the list of all of the previous Copilot conversations. You can navigate easily within them by using your up and down arrow keys, and if you want to open a specific one, just press enter, and that will open the previous conversation, and you can very easily scroll to look at the entire conversation history. Now you can also actually see the list of all of the code snippets that are saved inside of your system by using the pieces snippet command. Here you can see the description of each and every snippet, including the capability to also see the preview for that particular snippet. And let's say if you want to actually make some changes to one of these particular snippets, you can very easily just press enter on one of them, and you'll basically enter the editor mode. And if you want to make some changes, you can just press again I to go into the insert mode, make some changes as you might require. Let's say I can go and change this from image to image 2, or probably image 2, and then you can just use :WQ in order to go ahead and actually make the change in this particular snippet. And this way you can run a bunch of different commands. Of course, you have a Pieces account that gives you the information about your Pieces account, and then we have specific authentication commands, such as for being able to connect or disconnect from your personal cloud, or ability to sign in or sign out of your Pieces account. So that's a quick overview of how we can install the Neovim plugin, and those are the different commands available for using the Pieces Neovim plugin. Thank you so much.